didn't film it more. It was the home fries, French toast, scrambled eggs, some bacon, blueberry muffins, and bits of pineapple, well, not pineapple, banana, and cantaloupe. Very filling. All I needed. More than I normally have at breakfast, as most people are the same. I really wanted to top up. It's 7:50 now. I've got my pack packed, although I might put the raincoat on it rather than wear it. I'm sure it's fine outside by now, temperature-wise. When I'm going to be moving, just have to put my boots on, put my Crocs on, fill my water bottles with a little electrolyte. I think that's it. Slept okay. The weight of the blankets, everything, my legs were kind of bothered by it. They're pretty sensitive to things, as they are. I'm walking with them all the time. At one point I had two wool blankets on top. Pulled one off, it was too warm, and even then later, one blanket, I'd be sweating between my knees, and I'd pull the blanket off and trying to get cold from the cool air outside the bed, and then have to pull the blanket back over again to warm up. So something to be said for a perfect temperature to the room, that you don't need to do that type of thing. I'm looking forward to getting to my light down comforter when I get home. So I guess I'll be up and out. There's a lot of condensation on the windows, but looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for today and probably tomorrow, and then the rain into Munson, where I have a bed waiting for me, so it won't be so bad. And I think the shelter I was aiming for is like 13 miles, but I might go further, and I still can't because of the weather. It's supposed to be good. And well, first I have to get out there and get to that point, then I can decide to go on. But I got a couple hills to climb, 1,000 foot and a 2,000 footer, I think, which may have a lot to do with how I feel and the terrain. So, see you on the road. Left their pole just sitting there. Don't know if they're northbound or southbound, but there's the road. And here's the rest of the trail. And it's 10 o'clock. I guess this is what a lot of people think the Appalachian Trail really is like. And yeah, you do get it occasionally and rarely. You see it's getting really rocky up ahead. And then it will get worse and worse. And then there'll be a big hill, up or down. This is the AT. This is the AT. Oh, and a beautiful day too. Although it's a lot cloudier than I thought it was supposed to be, but
Yeah, yeah, likewise.
the bit of a lower peak. I was talking with two muggles. I was explaining to them what that meant. Ooh, I don't know where to go. It must be this way. Yeah, just talking about the Appalachian Trail and how close we are and what mileage we're at. Oh, jeez. This is another typical problem where they are too cheap with the paint. And I'm here at the top, and I can't tell where to go. I mean, it kind of says yes. Oh, there's a blaze right there. It's not obvious. Usually you put them on the rock so you can see that, yes, that's the way to go. A couple trees. Finally, okay. Yeah, I guess 1,046 or 8, I'm not sure, mile point. And, oh, anyway, just chattering along. Yeah, there, I'm just talking, not walk. Yeah, when Hygiena showed up at the hostel last evening, we just chatted and chatted and chatted for probably a couple of hours about things. She has 2 big bandages on her right thigh, and I guess she was walking and cutting some salami or something as she was going along and slipped or something and ended up stabbing herself in her thigh twice, an inch or so in, and she was bleeding, and she was with her, was all panicky, and she'd been in the military and knew some trainers she knew to get a tourniquet and apply pressure and everything, but she didn't have any extra medical care, so she didn't want an ambulance, but ended up having to get an ambulance ride for like an hour to some place, and then the guy who did the stitching didn't do a very good job, apparently. So she figured she's going to have a bit of a scar, 2 scars there to remember everything by. Yeah, and the sleep wasn't so great because all the wool blankets were kind of heavy. The feet were a bit sensitive, and so it was kind of uncomfortable. And then at one point I'd be all sweaty and have to take a blanket off, then I get a little bit chilled and have to put the blanket back on. So a better regulated temperature in the room would have been more ideal. And I can appreciate when I get home having a nice soft light down comforter, keeping me at a nice temperature all night. So looking forward to that. Oh, and breakfast was very good. French toast, eggs, scrambled eggs, home fries, type of, not really a hash or hash browns, but some blueberry muffins, some bacon, orange juice, coffee, and bits of banana and cantaloupe. I think I may have already talked about that. Sorry. Yeah, and anyway, when I got to the shelter turn-off earlier of where I was potentially going if I didn't stay in town, I traveled 6 miles in 2 hours, so I was really moving. Anyway, I'm right down to almost nothing now. So, after talking with them and talking with you, I guess they were talking with Hygiena and Bots before I arrived. Since I was talking with them for like 20 minutes or so, I'm sure they're quite a bit ahead of me by now. And I'm moving very slowly as I talk. And to the real peak, which I guess maybe I was at, but I feel like I'm higher than that now. Yeah, nice view. It's a little bit chilly, not having been moving for a bit. A little bit of a breeze. And anyway, I'll pick this up if I have any new view at the top, or think of anything important to say for a change. 20 seconds later, even better view. I'm at the shelter, and I guess there was another shelter 5 miles on, and I mean it's like 2:30 when I got here, so but I would have to go over that 1,000-foot peak. So it would probably take 3 hours, so that'd be 5-ish. I mean, I could have made it, but it's just, I think, 16 miles tomorrow or less to that shelter, and then 9 into Munson on Wednesday. So no biggie. Another hiker, a session hiker, showed up and claimed a spot in the shelter. So now there are 3 of us in there. And there are 3 people hiking, and they have their tents. Nice people. And yeah, I was walking pretty fast. I was surprised I got to the first shelter in 2 hours. So I'd walked 3 miles an hour average. The tents. So I was making pretty good time when it wasn't really rocky or downhill. So it's good to know I can do that.